chosen mantra gently, letting thoughts fade and attention deepen. Begin by settling your body into a position that feels stable and at ease, either lying down or seated comfortably with the spine naturally supported. Allow the surface beneath you to carry your weight without effort. Let the shoulders soften, the chest open gently, the belly relax, and the hands rest where they feel natural. Gently close the eyes and allow awareness to turn inward. There is nothing to force and nothing to create. This practice is about repetition, steadiness, and allowing the mind to organize itself around sound. Begin by noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Feel the inhale arrive and the exhale leave, unhurried and effortless. With each exhale, feel the body settling more deeply into stillness. Notice how simply pausing invites a sense of presence. Now, gently bring to mind your chosen mantra. It may be a traditional word or phrase, a sacred sound, or a simple syllable that carries meaning or comfort for you. The power of mantra comes not from intellectual understanding, but from repetition and resonance. Inspired by japa practice, you will repeat this mantra gently, without strain, allowing it to anchor awareness. Begin by mentally repeating the mantra once on the inhale and once on the exhale, or simply once per breath cycle in a rhythm that feels natural. There is no correct speed. Allow the pace to be slow and easy. Feel how the repetition creates a steady structure within awareness. Each repetition gives the mind something simple and soothing to rest on. As the mantra continues, notice how thoughts begin to lose urgency. You are not pushing them away. The repetition naturally draws attention back again and again without judgment. If you notice the mind wandering, gently return to the mantra as soon as you realize it, the way you might gently guide a child back to safety. There is no irritation in this return. The return itself is the practice. Allow the mantra to become softer, almost like a whisper within. Feel it vibrating subtly through the body as a felt sense rather than a spoken sound. The nervous system responds to this repetition by shifting toward parasympathetic activation. The rhythm, predictability, and familiarity signal safety. Allow the shoulders to drop, the jaw to loosen, the eyes to rest more deeply. Notice the breath becoming smoother and slower on its own. Now bring awareness to how the mantra feels in different parts of the body. You may sense it in the chest, the throat, the head, or even the belly. Wherever it seems to resonate, allow awareness to rest there lightly. The mantra can be imagined as gently pulsing with each repetition, massaging the nervous system from within. As repetition continues, you may notice moments where the mantra seems to repeat itself without effort. Awareness is resting in sound rather than producing it. This is a sign of deepening absorption. Allow this to happen naturally. If the mantra fades briefly into silence, notice the silence without trying to restart immediately. Silence is not a failure of repetition. It is part of the cycle. When it feels natural, allow the mantra to return. Notice how the silence between repetitions becomes spacious and calm. This space is where mental clarity is restored. Thoughts may appear more distant, less sticky, like background noise rather than foreground concern. Continue the gentle japa, repetition without expectation. Inspired by healing mantra traditions, reorganizes mental patterns through consistency, not force. Each repetition clears a small amount of mental residue. Over time, clarity emerges not because you try to think clearly, but because unnecessary noise dissolves. Bring gentle awareness to the heart area. As the mantra repeats, imagine it creating a steady rhythm that harmonizes with the heartbeat and breath. This coherence supports emotional balance and focus. If emotions arise, allow them to be carried by the mantra rather than analyzed. The sound provides containment. Feel the body becoming heavier and more grounded as attention stabilizes. Now notice how the mantra relates to effort. There is a balance between engagement and ease. The repetition is active enough to keep awareness present and gentle enough to allow rest. This balance is what trains concentration without tension. If you notice effort creeping in, soften it. Allow the mantra to be lighter. If the mind becomes dull or sleepy, gently bring clarity by feeling the vibration more clearly. Adjust without judgment. Continue repeating, letting the mantra feel like a quiet companion rather than a task. The nervous system learns that focus does not require strain. This is sustainable attention. As the repetition continues, notice how the sense of time may begin to soften. The mind becomes less concerned with sequence and outcome. You are resting in rhythm. This rhythmic attention supports neuroplastic changes associated with calm focus and emotional resilience. Now imagine that each repetition strengthens neural pathways associated with steadiness and clarity. Just as repetition strengthens muscles, it also strengthens the brain's capacity to remain present without effort. This is concentration as healing, not control. Allow awareness to widen slightly, including the sensation of the body breathing and the mantra repeating within a larger field. You are not narrowing attention rigidly. You are stabilizing it gently. Everything else can exist in the background without pulling you away. If external sounds arise, allow them to coexist with the mantra. There is no conflict. The mantra remains central, anchoring awareness. Continue repeating for several more moments, trusting the simplicity of the practice. Nothing needs to happen. The repetition itself is enough. Gradually, allow the mantra to become softer and less defined. Perhaps it shortens, fades, or becomes more like a subtle pulse. Let this happen naturally. Do not abandon the mantra, allow it to evolve. Eventually, you may notice that awareness is simply resting, calm and focused, without needing repetition. If this occurs, allow it. This is the fruit of japa practice. Rest in this quiet clarity for a few breaths. Notice how the mind feels settled without being dull, alert without being tense. This is balanced focus. If thoughts arise now, notice how easily they dissolve. The system has reorganized around calm attention. Take a gentle breath, appreciating this natural state. Know that mantra repetition is always available to you. A few repetitions can stabilize attention in moments of stress or distraction. You are training the mind to return to simplicity. When you are ready, allow awareness to remain calm as it gently expands outward. Notice subtle sensations in the body, the support beneath you, and the quiet presence that remains. There There's no abrupt ending to this practice. The effects of repetition carry forward. Rest for a few final moments, grounded in calm focus, knowing that with each return to your mantra, clarity and steadiness deepen naturally. Moment by moment, repetition by repetition, rooted in sound, simplicity, and ease.